And at 6 o'clock on WJBF Live Viper 6 radar, clear skies across the entire CSRA. Good evening. You're watching WJBF News Channel 6, where you always get your most accurate forecast first. Heading outdoors by 7 p.m. this evening, you'll see mostly clear skies. It'll be chilly with temps at 40 degrees.
A long-lived tradition cashes out for some Augusta homeowners. Masters Week is near, and some people in the CSRA will soon see big bucks for giving up their home for the week. WJBF News Channel 6 at 6 starts now.
Live from Television Park in high definition, the station you count on. This is WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Jillian Benfield. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. WJBF News Channel 6 begins with some heartbreaking news. A 2-year-old boy who was pulled from a house fire in Harrisburg last Sunday died Saturday. Deputy Coroner Johnny McDonald says doctors pronounced John Thompson dead at the Children's Medical Center. McDonald says the boy died from a lack of oxygen to the brain and smoke inhalation. He had been on life support for the past week. The cause of the fire is still under investigation tonight. A reignited home fire caused traffic to back up early this afternoon near the 2300 block of Walton Way. Richmond County firefighters say a broken fuse in an old attic fan sparked the fire last night. They aren't sure why the fire reignited, though. No one was injured in the fire. We're less than 2 months from the 2013 Masters Tournament. Thousands of people will be traveling from around the world to experience the rich history and just to enjoy the week of golf. For some people who live in the Augusta area, it is no secret that this week means big money. WJBF News Channel 6's Courtney Ellis joins us now with our big story tonight at 6. Courtney?
Jillian, the tradition of renting and hosting for the Masters guests started decades ago. In fact, some homeowners can make more than what I paid for my car in just 1 week. I found one family who uses this money to help others.
The first tee-off and the first week of the Masters are just around the corner. Thousands of people will come right here to the Garden City. And it's no secret that since the 1930s, Masters means money. Home rentals became a trend for the Peach State during the world-renowned golf week, and they continue today.
City limousine come up and the VIP vehicles, and it just took a while to figure it out.
Jerry Van Loo learned quickly that Masters Week is a week to make not only a few bucks, but big bucks. In fact, his 4-bedroom home in Columbia County rents out at an average of $10,000 for 5 days. And he's not afraid to admit,
yes, that's vacation week for us.
The Van Loo family uses a corporation called Team Golf out of California to rent out their home during the week of the Masters. The program matches clients to houses that will best suit their needs. If a renter is picky or a celebrity requiring more things, that means more money. But the Van Loo family only keeps a slither of the cash they earn for themselves. The most important thing they do that week is give back to local charities like the Ronald McDonald House of Augusta, Second Harvest Food Bank, and many more. And when it comes to letting strangers in their home, Jerry Van Loo says he's not afraid because the company they go through requires an intense background check.
And we just ensure that nothing is left out in the open for security reasons.
Whether people are willing to admit it or not, Van Loo says nearly everyone in his subdivision rents out their home. So not only is the Master Tournament the biggest week for golf, it's also the biggest moneymaker for families.
For more information about renting out your home during the Masters, check out our website, WJBF.com. Jillian, back.
All right, Courtney. Well, thank you. The script says that Masters Week is less than 2 months away, and I am very well aware of that because that's when baby B is due.
Oh, congratulations.
It's stressful to think about the Masters, but in regards to the Masters, it doesn't feel like Masters weather anywhere close right now.
No. Yesterday we were talking about snow flurries, bitter cold temperatures. As we take a look at tonight's weather headlines, more of the same. Now, not the snow flurries, but more temperatures below freezing tonight. Good news, we'll have a sunny start to the work weekend for Washington's birthday, but more rain is back in the forecast as we head towards Tuesday. We'll have a look at your Live Viper 6-day forecast and WJBF Live Viper 6 radar on the way in just a bit. Jillian?
Thank you, John. Waynesboro's police chief could be making a move to Augusta. Richmond County's Board of Education will vote Thursday on Alfonso Williams to become the police chief with the BOE. Dr. Frank Robertson recommended Williams last week. The BOE position opened up after Chief Patrick Clayton left to work with the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. Augusta commissioners are scheduled to discuss a new pay raise for the newly elected Sheriff Richard Roundtree this week. In a letter to City Administrator Fred Russell and commissioners dated January 4th, Roundtree lists his reasons, including experience experience for asking for more than a $16,000 raise. He adds, I would also ask you to consider that a salary of $126,500 is very comparable to other sheriff's offices and police departments across the region. Columbia County Sheriff would know if he gets a raise this week. We first told you last week that Sheriff Clay Whittle was in line to get a big raise and become the county's highest paid employee. The full commission will vote at Tuesday's meeting. Whittle's raise was approved by a commission committee last week. The 2012 movie Red Tails tells the story of valiant efforts and achievements of African-American pilots during World War II. But were there other Tuskegee Airmen stories untold? One of the airmen says yes. News Channel 6's Tyron McCoy caught up with him while he was speaking at a Waynesboro church for Black History Month.
The year, 1941. African Americans had fought in every major conflict up to that point, but were banned from flying. Under pressure from civil rights activists, an all-black pursuit squadron was formed in Tuskegee, Alabama. Its name, the Tuskegee Airmen Project.
I saw them. They impressed me. The girls liked the uniform, so I wanted to join up too.
Dr. Pouncey pursued a career in flying, starting out as a pilot and quickly earning the rank of second lieutenant and bombardier. Even with success, his story and others were never told.
All of the Tuskegee Airmen are not men. Some of them are women. They are not all black. Some of the instructors, many of the instructors at Tuskegee were white.
Dr. Pouncey believes the stories of all the men and women deemed Tuskegee Airmen are much more than history.
An inspiration to young people everywhere.
Inspiration the congregation of Cornerstone Christian Center in Waynesboro welcomed in.
We realize that many times it's not about the things that goes on right now, but it's about what happened prior to now.
Dr. Pouncey and Pastor Robertson share that sentiment about the stories of all the Tuskegee Airmen.
I think they did things that made us a credit to the nation and a credit to the world.
In Waynesboro, Tyrone McCoy, WJBF News Channel 6.
Out of nearly 16,000 men and women, blacks and whites considered Tuskegee Airmen, Dr. Pouncey says there are about still 200 alive. A snowy weekend for a good portion of the country. While many Southerners probably enjoyed it, it caused a headache for many others. Coverage you can count on continues next.
Even though we saw plenty of sunshine today, it was very cold. The official high maxed out 14 degrees below average for this time of year. No rainfall out at the airport. We'll change that with your Live Viper 6-day forecast coming up next.
Hi, I'm Pam Tucker. As News Channel 6 celebrates Black History Month, we salute Carter G. Woodson. Carter Godson Woodson was a historian, author, journalist, and the founder of the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. Woodson was one of the first scholars to study African American history and was cited as the father of Black history. Woodson completed his PhD at Harvard University in 1912, and he was the second African American to earn a doctorate. Born in 1875, Carter G. Woodson died in 1950 at the age of 74. I'm Pam Tucker, celebrating Black history with WJBF News Channel 6.